Imagine, if you can, the most claustrophobic nightmare ever carved into the crust of the earth, a labyrinth of concrete and shadow breathing beneath the feet of 20 million unsuspecting souls. You are standing in the center of Beijing amidst the neon glare of progress and the relentless roar of the 21st century. But just inches beneath your boots, there is a silence so heavy it feels like a physical weight. This is the story of Dixia Cheng, the underground city, a subterranean titan born from the womb of Cold War paranoia. And a singular, terrifying command from Chairman Mao: dig deep, store grain, and never seek hegemony. But as you descend the rusted, spiraling staircases into this abyss, you realize that this was never just a shelter. It was a blueprint for the end of the world. A tomb designed to keep a civilization breathing while the surface burned to a crisp. The year is 1969, and the air in the Great Hall of the People is thick with the scent of impending nuclear winter, as the friendship between the Soviet Union and China has curdled into a poisonous rivalry, with the threat of a Soviet preemptive strike looming over Beijing like a guillotine. It is in this atmosphere of pure dread that the digging begins, not by machines, but by the hands of 300,000 ordinary citizens, teachers, factory workers, students and elders, who clawed at the dirt with shovels and fingernails to build a world in the dark. They stripped the stones from the ancient city walls, the very bones of old Beijing, to line the walls of this new secret kingdom, creating a network of tunnels stretching over 85 square kilometers, a mirror image of the city above. As you step deeper into the throat of this concrete beast, the smell hits you first, a mix of wet earth, oxidized metal, and stagnant breath. The lights flicker with a sickly yellow hum, casting distorted shadows against the propaganda posters that still cling to the damp walls, their revolutionary slogans now looking like warnings from a ghost ship. This was a city designed to house 6 million people. It was outfitted with every amenity: hospitals with operating tables waiting for casualties that never came, schools where chalkboards hold faint outlines of lessons, theaters where the seats face empty stages, waiting for a performance to distract the survivors from the radioactive hell raging above their heads. There were even areas designated for mushroom farming, a grim acknowledgement that in the world of Dixia Cheng, the sun would become a myth. The sheer scale of the deception is staggering, for there are over 1,000 secret entrances scattered across the surface like hidden trapdoors. Tucked behind the counter of a silk shop in Tiananmen, disguised as a common manhole cover or hidden within the red-lacquered pillars, these tunnels were the veins of a desperate nation, whispering of a life lived in constant readiness for the sirens to wail. There is a psychic weight to being down here, a feeling of being buried alive while still breathing, as you pass through massive lead-lined blast doors. But as the decades passed and the nuclear clouds failed to gather, the underground city began to mutate into something even more unsettling. It became a liminal space, a place between worlds where the rat tribe began to dwell. Thousands of migrant workers moved into the deeper levels, living in cramped, windowless cells where the air is recycled and time disappears. They sleep on bunk beds in rooms no larger than closets, their lives a silent testament to the struggle for survival in a city that has grown over them. The government eventually began to seal these tunnels, but the rumors persist that the deeper levels have never truly been abandoned. That they have been integrated into a modern military complex known as the Underground Great Wall, where China's nuclear arsenal is moved through the dark. To walk through Dixia Cheng today is to walk through the ruins of a future that never happened, a monument to a fear so profound. It is a place of absolute stillness, where the dust of the Cold War has settled on the dreams of a generation that expected to die in the dark. And as you finally climb back toward the light, emerging into the blinding glare of modern Beijing, you are struck by a terrifying realization. The city above is just a thin crust, a fragile skin stretched over a hollow world of concrete and sorrow. The underground city remains, a cold, unblinking eye staring up at the world, waiting for the day when the surface becomes uninhabitable, reminding us that we are always just one heartbeat away from returning to the shadows from which we once crawled.